What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I finally saw the movie. Yet, as you guys may know, because I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned this in a previous movie review, but the reason this review took so goddamn long to get out there, why it took me this long to finally watch it, was the minor wasn't screening it when it came out, so I was like, all right, I gotta pirate it. I am planning on going when I get back home. If it's still available, it's still showing. I am gonna watch it when I get back home, just so I can actually support the movie. If Rich Kristen is gonna still be screening it by the time I get back, just to show my support for the movie, because this movie was fucking amazing, man. Loved it. But because of that, I was like, all right, I got pirated, and I thought, okay, whatever. Yeah, and obviously when the wiki came out there, the only version that were up on the sites that I use were, of course, when it was off someone's smartphone. I was like, okay, whatever. Just gotta wait a couple weeks. They'll have the normal version. 1 week happened, still nothing. And it wasn't until this week, at least when I know, and I was checking like about almost every week. I was checking to see if they finally got an actual like normal version movie that wasn't off a goddamn smartphone. But anyway. So like a couple days ago, I saw that they finally had the movie, a normal version of the movie, and I was like, all right, finally, I can watch it. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, sorry it took so damn long, but yeah, that's the reason why this movie took so long to get out there, and why it took so long to see it. But anyway, man, as I mentioned earlier, this movie is fucking amazing, man. Seriously, I will say, I would say I like this movie just a little bit more than the first one, I would say. I mean, I haven't gone back and watched the first one since I saw it back in the theaters back in 2020. And as you guys know, that was the last movie I saw in theater before COVID hit. So it only makes sense. The sequel would be the movie I would have to pirate. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this movie was awesome, man. The post-credit scene. Ooh, that was fine, lady. That got me hyped for Sonic figures. But obviously, we'll save that for the spoiler discussion. Yes, we will be doing a spoiler discussion for this review, which most of them more or less will just be talking about that and a couple of things I loved with the movie. But yeah, man. And also, once again, before we jump right in, I also want to give a quick shout out to my man Platinum Equinox for hooking a brother up with the Sonic footage. Thanks again, man, coming in clutch with that. So yeah, like always, I'll leave a link down to his Twitter and his YouTube down in the description box below. Give my man a follow and subscribe to his channel, man. Good shit from him, man. Especially for my Bleach peeps out there, if you're not already subscribed. So yeah, follow my boy. Follow him. Anyway, guys, let us jump right in. So the movie is directed by Jeff Fowler and stars Idris Elba, Jim Carrey, Tika Sumpter, if I'm saying that right, James Marsden, Ben Schwartz, and many more. And the plot of Sonic 2 is after settling in Green Hills, Sonic is eager to prove that he has what it takes to be a true hero. His test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns a new part of Knuckles in search of the mysterious emerald that has power to destroy civilizations. So, first thing we gotta talk about the cast is amazing story. Jim Carrey, man, this man steals the show every time he's on screen. He was amazing in the first movie as Dr. Robot, but here, man, bro. My man is on another level here, seriously. Shouts to Jim Carrey, although apparently I'm hearing that he's apparently retiring. Might be retiring after this movie, so I don't know what that leaves Sonic 3. I hope by retire he means he's retired from this, but he'll come back for Robotnik. Because I do not want to see, I don't want to lose Jim Carrey, man. Like, bro, he's amazing in these movies, man. I want to see more of him, but he is getting up there in age, man. But if this is the last time we'll ever see Jim Carrey in front of in the cinema, then amen. That's a hell of a way to go out, if you ask me, man. But yeah, Jim Carrey is amazing. He steals the show every time he's on screen, especially during the opening when he's on the Focus. I don't know what it's called. I'm not that big into Sonic lore shit, man. I'm a casual fan at best when it comes to Sonic. I played some of the games. I do enjoy me some Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'm not into this franchise like my man Platinum. That's just me, as you guys can tell by the game, because this man is fucking godly at these games, man. But anyway, he's amazing, man. I loved him, and the opening in itself was amazing, man. I love that. I thought that show was fucking hilarious. And there's so many parts of it that's just hilarious, man. But Jim Carrey, he's fucking amazing. Idris Elba as Knuckles, he is fucking incredible, man. Like, I was kind of surprised that he ended up getting cast as Knuckles. I was like, Idris Elba as Knuckles. Couldn't say I saw that coming, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my reaction to the trailers, but he's amazing in this movie, especially in the full movie, man, bro. He's amazing. I loved it. Out of all the three Sonic characters we've got, Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic, he's amazing. He's my favorite out of the three, man. I loved him, and Idris Elba's fucking amazing, man. Can't wait to hear more of him in Sonic 3, man. He was amazing. Ben Schwartz, who's plays Sonic, he's amazing. Like he was, as always, it's the first one, like it was the first movie. Colin, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her last name. Who you guys know plays Tails in the games, reprised her role for the movie. She's amazing, and she was great, man. Love Tails. But yeah, the cast itself, great, amazing stuff. Good shit from there. Now, also gotta say the comedy in the movie is fucking hilarious. Like there was so many like that. Now, yes, a lot of it is definitely gonna be dated in hindsight because a lot of it is references to movies and other stuff. But I find that shit hilarious. But no lie, this movie feels like a movie that was made in the '90s, but just made today. You know, with the dialogue, especially with all the pop culture references. Like there's this one where like when Knuckles and Robotnik are running away from a boulder coming after him, he's like, "I don't want to die like this. This is derivative." There's so many other references like we saw in the trailer with like like Vin Diesel and The Rock, and there's like so many other references like that in the internet. I know some people probably don't like that kind of stuff. I personally love that stuff, man. And I was laughing my ass up over the entire movie. The comedy is amazing. The CGI obviously is great on the characters, man. Now we all know the infamous original Sonic, which honestly I didn't mind the original Sonic when we first saw the teaser. Obviously the new one is way better, but I didn't mind it, man. I did not mind the original design. But honestly, the new design is way better. I love the new design they got for Tails and Knuckles. That all looks crazy, man. And they definitely flex a little bit because you see Sonic covered in mud and stuff. And then, you know, it still looks really, really good, man. So props to the animators who worked on this. The fights, I gotta say, are also really damn good, especially when we see Knuckles and Sonic going at it. So they low-key animate it up, man, and it's fucking awesome, man. I loved it. Yeah. There's just Sonic and Tails overall, just their interactions as they're going up against Robotnik and trying to get the Master Emerald. All that shit was fucking awesome, man. Like that was definitely the best parts of the movie is when Sonic and Tails are trying to track the Master Emerald against Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik. That shit was awesome, man. And I already mentioned how much Jim Carrey steals the show, man. There's a lot of Easter eggs in that I thought were pretty cool. Like there's an instruction manual that looks like something from the Sega Genesis. Tom's ringtone is, of course, Green Hill Zone. There's a few other Easter eggs. There's probably some I missed because, like I said, I'm not into the Sonic games, and I certainly did not grow up with the Genesis games. But I loved all the little Easter eggs that I did notice, and I thought and I always enjoyed those little kind of things, bro. But yeah, now in terms of negatives, I would say I had with Sonic 2. It definitely comes from the human characters, I would say. Only reason I mention that is because that whole wedding scene isn't terrible by any means, but compared to what Sonic and Tails are doing, that is definitely the weak link of the movie. And honestly, I would say, given how Sonic 2 has basically brought in enough characters from the games over to the movies, and how well they have made the transition, honestly, the human characters of Tom and his wife feel kind of unnecessary now in the Sonic movies. Obviously, it made sense for them being in the first movie, but now that we have so many of the cast from the games, and we're gonna have even more coming in after the movie ends, honestly, you could cut them out entirely and just focus on Sonic, and we'd probably have a better movie, and it would work just as well, man. So, I mean, I doubt Paramount is gonna cut him out. I mean, I like him too, but like, I feel like they should be kept to a glorified cameo at best, and just let Sonic do his whole thing and just solely focus on him, rather than doing this back and forth. Like the wedding, like I said, the wedding wasn't bad, especially the last part of the wedding. That shit had me in tears, man. That shit was fucking hilarious, man. So that was cool, but yeah, I would say it's the weak link of the movie, and I would honestly think it's about time we gave the human characters a less and less prominent role as the Sonic movies continued on, and we bring more characters in the games, and we should just like focus solely on Sonic and crew defeating Eggman or whoever the fuck they bring in later movies, man. But yeah, that would definitely say it's probably probably the weak point of the movie was definitely that. And yeah, man, that's all I really can talk about. That isn't going into spoilers, and I really want to talk about what happens at the end because the last act was amazing. The final fight with when we actually see the tornado and everything, that shit was fucking awesome, man. But yeah, give you guys my final verdict, and then we'll get into the spoilers discussion next. So. Anyway, guys, my final verdict for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is going to be a 9.5 out of 10, guys. So if you guys have not seen the movie already, and you are a Sonic fan, hell, if you're not even if you're not a really big Sonic fan, definitely highly recommend you guys check this movie out. It's fucking awesome, man. But yeah, now we'll get into the spoilers, guys. And so for everyone that doesn't want to get spoiled and you don't want to know what's happening in the post-credit scene, leave now. For everyone else, let's jump right. So, my boy Shadow's coming. My boy Shadow's coming. Ooh, did they give my man Sonic my man Shadow the best treatment? They gave my boy the best treatment for his introduction, man, when he comes out of the base or whatever. Now we never actually end up seeing the base. I forget what that base is called. What the fuck was it called? The Death Egg or something? Or was it Death Egg the mech? I don't remember. You can tell how little I played the Sonic games by how I don't even know what the robot was called. But we never see the actual like spaceship that we saw in Sonic Adventure 2 where Marie died and all that stuff with Gun and Shadow came out. But we do see him and they say Project Shadow and everything. And he looks amazing, man. I love his design. Oh, they did my boy good. They did my boy Shadow there. I swear to God, man. But I swear to God, man. If this man isn't coming out to Crush 40, then Paramount, you have failed. If when this man comes up in Sonic 3, if I'm not, if I am, all of me isn't destroying my theater speakers, then Paramount, you have failed. This man better be coming out to Crush 40, rocking M16s. Got him down, motherfuckers. Just go all out, make him edgy as fuck, man. Go full on style the Hedgehog with him, man. But seriously, though, my man better be coming out to Crush 40, or you will, or I will not be a happy man. That'll be the biggest waste opportunity this entire film franchise if my man isn't coming out to Crush 40. I am surprised that we haven't gotten to Crush 40 yet, these two songs. I don't know. Maybe they are just saving it for Shadow. We don't know. But, yeah. So that was awesome. He looks amazing. Loved his design. Can't wait to see him in Sonic 3. Another thing I want to talk about is, I already mentioned how the wedding stuff I wasn't a big fan of, and that was definitely the weak part of the movie. But the last part was fucking hilarious, because that's when Gun gets introduced, which was nice to see them. And I'm also kind of glad they didn't change the name or anything, because, politics. I'm glad they're still called Gun. So that was good to see. And also just the way it's all introduced with Randall and he's fighting and he just like the big boss man, is he the same guy, the same old guy from Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog that we see, that was like, what was he, like Maria's friend or whatever in Shadow the Hedgehog, if I remember correctly? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But is that the same guy or is that just a different old dude? I don't know. Either way, he's like, yes, all this was a ruse by Project Catfish. All this was a fabrication of of Operation Catfish. I literally rewound that scene like 3 or 4 times because I was laughing so goddamn hard. I was like, how do you see that again? Operation Catfish. And then fucking Rachel. Bitch goes fucking insane, man. Bro, and also, why does she got so much beef with Tom? Can someone give me a refresher what happened in the first movie on why she has beef with him? But either way, man, eventually she comes out in a goddamn golf cart, explosions are everywhere, going after Randall. Be like, oh, Randall, why me, Tom? No lie, that made the whole wedding it made it worth it, man, just for that last bit with Rachel going apeshit, man. Oh, that shit was fucking awesome, man. That was amazing. So that was cool to see Gun, and it was cool to see them get introduced, and just that was cool. Now, the final fight itself was amazing, where Knuckles and Knuckles and Sonic are duking it out, man. And like I said, it was very animated. They got kind of low-key a bit anime style with the fight, and it looked amazing. Then and then Dr. Robotnik grabs the Master Emerald, which when they were mentioning and I was gonna say, how they showed off the backstory with the Master Emerald with the owls and the echidnas and their rivalry. I gotta say, I love the animation style they went with. For that scene. That looked amazing, man. So shout out to all the animators that worked on that, man. It looked amazing, man. I love that shit. That scene looked amazing. And it was also kind of cool to see how they kind of like brought it back to the first movie with what happened with Sonic and all that shit. That was pretty cool. But he gets the Master Emerald. He gets this big power up. Like his outfit turns into green, and then he does like this EDM shit when he gets back into the Mean Bean coffee place, which obviously a reference to Mean Bean Machine on the Sega Genesis, if I remember correctly. Or was that on the Game Gear? Or was it both? Oh no, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But that was pretty cool. I love that. That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty funny. But when he comes out there in the giant mech suit, that'll be. And like I said, when they were only mentioning the Master Emerald, like they never mentioned the Chaos Emerald themselves. When they found that the Master Emerald was already together and it was the 7 Chaos Emeralds, I was kind of curious. Like, yo, are they actually just gonna fast forward through Supersonic and just try to give us Hypersonic with Hyper Tails and Hyper Knuckles, which still to this day we've only seen in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Are they actually gonna go all the way with it, and they're gonna have them all go Super Saiyan? Now, eventually, Master like breaks up, and the 7 emeralds, just 7 emeralds, and they give over the Sonic. He goes Super Sonic, which I love the design for Super Sonic. Looked amazing, man. But that did cross my mind. I was always kind of hoping that we got to see Hyper Tails and Hyper Knuckles too. That would have been cool as well. They all went Super Saiyan, and I did love how that whole scene was shot when Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic are all charging towards the mechs. The mech. I forget what the mech is called. Sorry, Sonic fans, but that whole scene looks really fucking cool, man. But yeah, when he gets to the Sonic goes Super Sonic, that was pretty cool. He does that little tap thing he did from Sonic 06, right? That was from Sonic 06. That was pretty cool, man. I like that. That was pretty cool. And he's like, and then you got Eggman's like, oh, come on. Well, we're not friends anymore. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. But yeah, that was pretty cool seeing the Chaos Emeralds get introduced and seeing Super Sonic in live action. That was fucking hype, man. That was fucking sick, man. But yeah, I think that's everything I've talked about. I want to talk about. Shadow was obviously the highlight. I wanted to really talk about him and just looking forward to how he was on 3. It was cool to see Gunn get introduced, and yeah, the ending of the wedding with Rachel coming out there in a go-kart was pretty fucking hilarious, man. Also, a Knuckles handshake thing, I love that one. That was funny. That one was also really funny, and yeah, this movie was awesome, man. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about, man. And yeah, super excited for Sonic 3. Can't wait to see my man Shadow get introduced. Hopefully he's coming out to crush 40, man. But we'll have to wait and see on that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the links in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
She's